Welcome to Ancient Tales by KANA channel, where we keep tales alive and forever. Episode 1: The Legend of the Emerald Buddha. According to one of Thailand's historical record, there is a sentence stated that the Emerald Buddha was found in Buddhist calendar 1977 at Wat Pa Hia, Chiang Rai Province, one of the kingdom in the north. The Emerald Buddha was kept in an ancient pagoda where it had been struck down by the lightning bolt until its collapse. At that particular time, there was a monk who found the gilded Buddha statue kept inside the damaged pagoda. He thought that this Buddha would have been gilded and stone-made like other Buddha statues in the temple. So he had just moved the newly found Buddha to be relocated into the Vihara hall as the same as others. Later on, the gilded stone was cracked over the nose of the Buddha statue, exposing that something precious and hidden inside. Therefore, the abbot had commanded to crack down the whole gilded stone which covered the Buddha statue. Finally, it came out to everyone that this Buddha was actually made of jet gemstones, Cheongsan ascetic, delicately carved in one whole valuable piece of art. After the news of this discovery had been spread out, lots of Buddhists were coming unstoppably to worship and pay their respect to the Emerald Buddha. There was also another tale stated that once King of Chiang Mai had heard about the beauty and the reputations of the Emerald Buddha, he sent an elephant army to invite the Emerald Buddha to be moved from Wat Pa Hia, Chiang Rai Province to Chiang Mai Province instead. Unfortunately, during the transporting of the Emerald Buddha, the elephants were unknowingly panic attacking, and seems like they did not want to go to Chiang Mai, but they ran towards the directions to Lampang Province instead. Of course, the Mahouts had managed to climb the elephants down, but every time when they were about to continue their journey to Chiang Mai, these elephants were repeatedly panic attacking again and again. After this incident happened, those who were responsible for the relocations of the Emerald Buddha, including noblemen and Mahouts, they were trying one last time with 3 very tame and gentle elephants, but still the same incident occurred. The elephants also ran towards Lampang Province as it's happening before. Once King of Chiang Mai had heard about this over and over, he was a kind of person who believes in such a supernatural stuff, so he thought that there's supposed to be a goddess angel of the Emerald Buddha who did not wish to be moved to Chiang Mai. Therefore, the king had instructed to move the Emerald Buddha to be placed in one of the temples in Lampang Province instead, where newly built by Lampang citizens' donation. At last, the journey from Chiang Rai to Lampang was successfully achieved, and the Emerald Buddha was enshrined in Lampang Province for a total of 32 years since then. And also, from another Thailand historical record, during the reign of Chakri dynasty started by King Rama I, พระบาทสมเด็จพระพุทธยอดฟ้าจุฬาโลกมหาราช It is stated that in Buddhist calendar 2011, there was a new king of Chiang Mai who had just been coronated on the throne. He had instructed to move the Emerald Buddha from Lampang Province to Chiang Mai Province again. He meant to place the Emerald Buddha at Wat Jedi Luang. He built a very new pagoda in the temple for this dedicated reason. Anyhow, the same incident had still happened. The pagoda was again struck down by the lightning bolt. Therefore, the Emerald Buddha had to be moved to a safer place in one of the cupboards of Wat Jedi Luang. Occasionally, only a special ritual ceremony, the Emerald Buddha will be removed to allow Buddhists to worship and pay their respect. In conclusion, the Emerald Buddha had been enshrined here in Chiang Mai for a total of 84 years. Time has passed by until the new king of Chiang Mai had been coronated on the throne, and gave his daughter Princess Yotkamtip to get married with King of Luang Prabang, King Pothisan. They later on had a son called Prince Chayachet as the heir to the throne. In Buddhist calendar 2094, the current king of Chiang Mai at that time passed away and had no heirs to the throne by bloodline directly. There was only his nephew from Luang Prabang, who was the son of Princess Yotkamtip. So after the serious discussions among the noblemen in Chiang Mai, the decision was to crown Prince Chayachet as the next king of Chiang Mai, despite the fact that he was at the age of 15 years old only. Soon after King Chayachet had been coronated on the throne in Chiang Mai, his father King Pothisan of Luang Prabang has passed away. Of course, he had to travel back to Luang Prabang to attend his father's funeral, and he was also well aware that he was the only one heir to the throne of Luang Prabang as well. Therefore, to secure his journey to be able to come back to Chiang Mai easily, King Chayachet decided to bring along the Emerald Buddha to Luang Prabang, stated that he wants his relative there to have an opportunity to worship and pay their respect to the Emerald Buddha as well. It was like to have the Emerald Buddha as a collateral damage, which absolutely needed to be returned to Chiang Mai after that. Nevertheless, it was not easy at all. Since King Chayachet had traveled to Luang Prabang for his father's funeral, he stayed there for 12 years. Meanwhile, King Chayachet was far away from Chiang Mai, his another kingdom. There was a war between Burma and Chiang San that happened in the north of Chiang Mai. It was kind of unsafe situation to leave the throne unoccupied. Apart from Chiang San, the king of Burma, King Bureng Nong, had also taken over the southern part of Khong River as well, which really made two kingdoms of King Chayachet, Chiang Mai and Luang Prabang shaking and terrifying. After the invasions of Burma was getting stronger, in Buddhist calendar 2103, King Chayachet had to move to Vientiane along with the Emerald Buddha for safety. Due to this incident, the Emerald Buddha had to be placed in Wat Pragao, Nakhon Luang in Vientiane for a very long time of 215 years in total, until the reign of Krung Thonburi, King Taksin Maharaj, was on the throne. His lead general, เจ้าพระยามหากษัตริย์ศึก who literally had become our King Rama I of Chakri dynasty, he successfully won the war between Siam and Laos at that time. So he claimed all the assets and the property, including the Emerald Buddha, back to Siam, where was Krung Thonburi as a war reparations object. Finally, the Emerald Buddha had returned to the country where it was started. At first, King Taksin Maharaj had placed the Emerald Buddha in Wat Arun Rachawararam, the temple of Dawn, until he passed away. After that, เจ้าพระยามหากษัตริย์ศึก was crowned as King Rama I, King พระพุทธยอดฟ้าจุฬาโลกมหาราช. The reign of Ratanakosin, ruled by Chakri dynasty, had begun. He moved the Emerald Buddha across the เจ้าพระยา River, Krung Thonburi, to be placed here in Bangkok at Wat พระศรีรัตนศาสดาราม or Wat Pragao, the temple of the Emerald Buddha, which is located in the same premises of the Grand Palace, where the king himself lived. 3 days and 3 nights of celebrations occurred during that time. After a long journey of this ancient tale, we can assume that the Emerald Buddha was found in Chiang Rai, then moved to Lampang for 32 years, moved to Chiang Mai for 84 years, moved to Luang Prabang for 12 years, and moved to Vientiane for another 215 years. Lastly, back to Thailand since Thonburi until Bangkok. Up to the present, the Emerald Buddha had been placed in Thailand for over 240 years. Ladies and gentlemen, before we end the very first episode of Ancient Tale by KANA today, we want you all to understand that this tale was only one part of the historical record, which we can find more differently from the other kind of sources. For example, the one written by King Rama IV was only facts stated, no beliefs or fantasy tales were included. Or even the one written by French national was so much different than what we share here today. Since Laos was colonized by France, basically the tales were based on who wrote it and whom to read it. So if you wish to learn more about the past or history, please be open-minded and do not prejudice anything. Then you will enjoy the tale and be able to float along the way of its legacy. Thank you once again for watching Ancient Tales by KANA, where we keep tales alive and forever. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. We look forward to seeing you all again. Bye for now and have a good day.